Everybody, we are back. It's your favorite Raiders podcast, favorite Raiders channel, favorite Raiders, everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also, follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at mholder95 for Matt, and of course, Pandasups.com, discount code TDL for 25% off. Also, hit up Homage. Get you a Raiders shirt. Right? Get your Raiders shirt, Raiders gear, whatever you need to get. Do that as well. 15% off. Get 50% goes to the channel. And then, of course, hit up the Raiders store. Hold on. Let me pull it up here. Where's it at? What did I do with this thing? I lost it. Anyways, hit up the Raiders store. What I'm pulling up is the Raiders store. It's just like the Raiders. I'm like the Raiders offense right now. I can't get it to the stage, but maybe. Oh, there we go. Here we go. We gotta get to the stage. Get you some Raiders gear here. Check out everything we got there with the Raiders, and yeah, man. Yeah, the gear's there, guys. Go ahead, get you some gear, and we're good to go. All right. So another loss here, 24-14 for the Raiders.
31-14.
Oh, 31. My bad.
Yeah. Don't short the Chargers a touchdown.
My apologies. 31-14. My apologies, guys. I must have just after the Max Crosby push, I was like, you know what? Let me go set up this reaction. I was really paying attention to more. My bad. 31-14 loss for the Raiders. So I apologize for that, guys. I shortened the Chargers there. But yeah, another ugly game.
Tough one to watch, man. It was a game where, like, even I don't know about you, but even when it was 7-7 going into halftime, I'm like, this still feels like they're down, and like that they're down by multiple possessions. I don't know. And then once they scored the 14 in the third quarter, I'm like, yeah, pretty uneventful. Like it was a slow, painful blowout, which I feel like is sometimes the hardest ones to watch because you just sit there bleeding out.
Yeah. I mean, it needs to be a good starting weight for me. What I got, like 28.
Yeah, I got the benefit last week. Now it's you. I probably got.
I got 46 plays this week. Got 46. I'm getting 46 plays.
67. Okay, that's good. It's always good when you have 21 fewer plays than your opponent.
I mean, you had the easy week last week. I had 75 plays last week with 10 points, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at least we feel like if they had 75 plays this week, they might score 21. Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What really confirmed, like, just how bad this team is, I mean, not that we needed it, was when watching the Niners just play the Browns and just, like, kind of slow bleed them away, too, on the road. It's like, damn, that team kicked our ass last week. That team came into Las Vegas and beat the shit out of the Raiders. And then, I mean, today, like, the Chargers are a fringe playoff team, and just Anaconda slowly smothered them to death, just what they willed. Even with Justin Herbert coming out in shotgun the rest of the game because he breaks his hand or breaks his finger or whatever. So, yeah, this team's just bad. I'm sure we'll get into it too. But do you want to start with? Should we start with the offense or?
Yeah, I guess we may as well start with the offense.
Start with I guess firing Chip Kelly wasn't the solution to all these problems.
No.
Weirdly enough, firing the offensive coordinator doesn't make the offensive line any better.
The back and forth, like whose fault it was. Y'all was running Pete Carroll's offense. You can't call plays. You're messing up plays during the game. I mean, I guess there wasn't any plays messed up. We didn't see any broken plays besides Geno tripping.
Yeah. I mean, that ended up setting up the touchdown, but that was like. I was just laughing at that point because it's like, man, the Raiders finally get the ball inside the one, and what happens? The first play, they get the Looney Tunes. They get the Looney Tunes play where Geno just gets stepped on and loses 5. Granted, it actually ended up working out in their benefit because that helped set up the back shoulder fade, which is a sick catch by Brock Bowers. Thank God they have that guy. But again, I feel like a broken record trying to sit here, find silver linings on the offense, and it's Brock Bowers again.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
They need
that's all we
playmakers.
got. That's all we got. I mean, I thought Genty looked good in moments. I thought I don't know how many broken tackles he's gonna have in this game, but I thought he had a lot. He had a lot of broken tackles. He tried to make the most of what he could.
Yeah.
Right.
I felt like for the second week in a row, like it just shows like what Genty can do. Like they talked about this on the broadcast. Like Genty probably had like, what would be surprised if he like got close to 10 broken tackles today? At least like 5 because they got the ball out to him in space. And you can see what he can do. Like I have full confidence that like, if Genty's one-on-one in space, that he's going to make that guy miss. The problem is when they give it to him, when they give the running back the ball in the backfield, which is usually where you like to give the running back the ball, he's can't do anything with it because he has no room. But when he has space, like that's I think the glimmer of hope with the end of the season. Of like, I feel like he's one of those guys where like no matter what, he like I feel confident that he's going to break a tackle, at least one. You know what I mean, and make a play out of it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the offensive line wasn't good. You know, Gino does hold the ball too long. I mean, I do feel like every sack it was like the first read is in there, and then like he would be so slow to get to the second one that he ended up getting sacked. And like of course the Derwin James sack, I think that was a clean sack, but I think like every other one was like.
But
go ahead.
Even that one, it looked like they just had a free rusher, so it looked like that was Gino's guys in the protection. I'll be curious to see like what it was in the all-22, but like they lined up with everyone and brought the house, and like that's a situation where again like you got to get the ball out because Genty picked up the blitz up the middle, and they had every other lineman, I'm pretty sure, covered up. I'd be again curious to see before I make any snap judgments.
Yeah,
but even that one to me looked like a situation where he could have gotten the ball out quickly.
Yeah, and he told Genty to take the guy in the middle too. So I mean.
Yeah.
Even if you look at it that way, it was just ugly, man. It was just ugly on offense. Like them having to play Alex Kappa at center. I mean, you know, they just. I mean, I just understand that. Like Dylan Parham is right there. So you play a guy at center who hasn't played center since 2018 in the preseason. They said on the broadcast.
Yeah.
You have a guy who played center at the Senior Bowl. Like everybody thought he was a center.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Something even better. I think all of Caleb Rogers' snaps this in the preseason were at left guard.
Yeah.
So rather than play the guy that you've been playing, the rookie that you've been playing at the spot, and just moving Parham over and putting Kappa in at right guard where he's played his entire career, they said, "No, we're just going to move Kappa over, and then put." The combination of Caleb Rogers and Antonio Mafia in at right guard.
Yeah, what was that? I'm gonna say that they're rotating. This is like Josh McDaniels type of shit where they're rotating offensive linemen the whole game. Like you know, and I don't know. People are asking me how Rogers played, and I really can't tell you off the broadcast because like especially at guard, it's hard to kind of see what exactly is going on and like what blocks are missing. I know Mafia missed one block on an outside zone run. I saw that, but oh man, it's just it was just ugly all around. But to me, it just doesn't make any sense when you have Dylan Parham.
Yeah, who's played center for you?
Who's played center? I think so.
Yeah,
who's played center? Like it's not like he's never played center. Like that's like a thing. Like the NFL thought he was a center.
Yeah,
I mean we were all at we were at the Senior Bowl, Matt. They thought he was a center.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know, think he played guard at the Senior Bowl. He played center the whole Senior Bowl. So, like, everybody thinks he's a center. We're playing him a guard. And then you lose your center. And then you force some undrafted guy to get embarrassed for 2 weeks, right? And you have a guy who's played center before. Like, put him at damn center. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
What's frustrating to me is it's been all year. We were saying the same things in training camp. You know what I mean? Where we're talking about the interior offensive line and how they're playing them. Like for whatever reason, it feels like they want to outsmart them, like whatever the previous regime did, and like and just like get away from that and do their own thing. When at the end of the day, the easy answer is just in front of them. And to answer someone's question, isn't Dylan Parham traditionally better at right guard? Yes, literally going back to his college days, for whatever reason, he is better at right guard than he is at left guard.
Yeah.
That's why this whole thing never made sense from the jump. Again, going back to training camp when we heard the reports about the whole JPJ, Jordan Meredith shit and them tweaking everybody up, shuffling that all up, and it clearly is blown up in their face. That's at the end of the day. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, man, that's weird to me. I think that's just a weird thing. Like you're forcing Alex Kappa to play center. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he hasn't played center since 2018. You have a guy where there's film in 2022 of him playing 2 games at center, and he actually played pretty well there. There's film, like you can pull it up. 2022, his rookie year, when what's his name went down. I forgot who the center was.
Andre James.
Yeah, Andre James goes down for 2 games, and they got to throw Parham in there. He did a pretty decent job at center, and he was just like you can't like it's like a refusal at this point.
It is a refusal. You know what I mean? It's just the stubbornness of this entire coaching staff. I mean, someone brought up, I saw in the chat, Caleb Rogers not going to get it, or excuse me, Charles Grant's not going to get a shot. Like, what about DJ Glaze's play in the last whole season? Really,
Yeah,
like outside of a handful of games that have been solid, whatnot. It feels like for every good game he has 2 bad ones. And like today, he was getting his ass kicked by Khalil Mack. I mean, does Charles Grant go out there and get his ass kicked too? Maybe, probably, but at least try something else. Given again what we've been saying for the last, it feels like 2 months. Give these guys a chance. Give them a chance to get out there and work through the lumps and get some experience. But it's just not what they want to do. I guess it's a refusal. I mean, we're again going back to Caleb Rogers subbing in and out with Antonio Mafia. Never really seen that much at the NFL level where you're rotating your offensive line. I mean, and they do it with Darian Porter too. Him and Caillou Kelly are still rotated in and out. I thought Darian Porter had a handful of nice plays too, and Caillou Kelly's out there too. Granted, Caillou got the
interception
in the end zone, so he'll probably start next week.
Yeah. I mean, he does have 3 interceptions. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
That is true. The biggest I was thinking about that before recording. The biggest player on their secondary is also, or the biggest game-changing player in their secondary is also the biggest liability, which I guess isn't that uncommon. Like you could have said that about Jack Jones last year too, but the guy who's given up the most receiving yards in the NFL at the position or whatever, bottom 5, however you want to look at it, is also like top 5 in picks. The only guy that can really get turnovers, it seems like. But
yeah, I just don't get the anything. I mean, what we know is that Ashagenti is legit. I'm not gonna get on Ashagenti. I you can tell that he's good. You know, everybody can see it. Yeah. I mean, if you just watch it, I mean, even give him in space. There's a lot of things you could do with him, and then of course there's Brock Bowers, who just had the most ridiculous catch I've ever seen. I have no idea how he caught that pass.
Yeah, that was sick. Yeah, that's I think the two. Again, going back to it, when we're trying to find silver linings, those are the two building blocks. You have a stud tight end, and I think you have a stud running back, but stud running back doesn't mean much unless you can fix it in the trenches. But,
yeah, and Jack Bench looked pretty good too, man.
Yeah, Jack Bench, I thought he had a handful of nice catches. He probably had a career high with like 3 catches. But all of them were first downs, I feel like.
Yeah. And one of those sacks, he was like wide open. I mean, he's saying like he has been playing well. I mean, they still try to get Dante Thornton out there for some reason. But it is just, it's just ugly on offense. There's really nothing they can do really at this point. I don't know what their plan is. I mean, if Meredith's hurt too, you know, I mean, he's hurt. They don't want to play him at center anymore. They're trying to, get Alex Kappa. I can't believe Alex Kappa was like, that was like, you just
the future. He's the future at center, man. He's the long-term plan.
It's just like,
well, let me ask you this. Would you rather see Will Putnam at center or Alex Kappa at center?
I mean, Alex Kappa for sure, but like Dylan Parham played center. He was literally like, if another team drafted him, he'd probably be a center. If another team drafted him, let's keep it real. It just trips me out. Like he literally was at the Senior Bowl, and they were like, "You're a center." Right?
Yeah, I remember that because he was supposed to be like Andre James's replacement, or like because I think he got drafted in like a James like contract year before they signed him. Which shout out to Andre James, saw him on the sidelines giving Herbert some under center snaps to warm up. Shows you how great this contract management has been in the last few years. But no, 1,000%. I remember Jason Kelsey like loving Dylan Parham as a center, even though he didn't play the position. But yeah, he loved his chances to grow at that spot and change positions. But they made him get fat in the offseason. I guess that's the problem.
Yeah, and then somebody talk about Gino holds. I mean, Gino does hold the ball too long, right? And I just I still don't know what he was thinking throwing that ball to Dante Thornton. I don't know why he thought that was going to be some kind of big play there, and then
underthrowing it,
and then it's interesting. I kind of want to see the film of like what I think they called some deep shots in this game. You could tell they called some deep shots. So I just wonder what he was looking at. Yeah, and I'm scared, to be honest. I'm scared it's all 22 because I saw him look deep and then not like it. And I don't know if he was like late or something. And I know the Chargers play really good defense on the back end. But man, I'm kind of worried that he was just
not
missing
the trigger.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. I feel it. Like I just feel it in my soul that he was not pulling the trigger on those throws. Like, because I saw a couple times like look, and then like force it to check down to Genty. But man,
I could see that, or like not coming off the read fast enough. And again, like someone mentioned it too. Like, yes, we knew the offensive line's gonna be bad. They're starting 3 backups. That's a situation where you might want to speed up your mental clock as a quarterback and get the ball out and make quicker decisions. Come off stuff a little bit faster and be a little bit quicker to get to your check down. So that's the problem. Is there's a lot of issues going on, and none of them, nobody seems to be helping each other out offensively. But
yeah. Because like I said, I mean, they did look more like a little bit of a pro offense with Olsen, but it's just like it's not making a difference if he's not gonna throw the ball, right? You know what I mean? All right. Defense, they can't tackle.
I know they talked a lot about like the defense being on the field for so long, and I obviously, like, you look at the time of possession, you can see that defense also didn't do themselves any favors. I mean, the Chargers started the game getting their first 6 or 7 third down conversions, and then I think I forget. Let me look at the team stats. 12 of 17 on third downs. That's what's frustrating me. Is like, yes, this defense is ahead of the offense, and I get that the offense not being able to sustain a drive like kills it. But at the end of the day, like, there were plenty of opportunities the Raiders had to get off the field, and no one could make a play. You know what I mean? Like, very rarely did dude step up and make a play outside of one 4th down stop and the Caillou Blue Kelly interception that they'd already given up 15 plays before that. So I don't know. They just, at the end of the day, they just lack talent. I don't know what else to say about this defense.
Yeah, the defense just lacks talent. Like Lonnie Johnson's playing. Like no other NFL team is playing Lonnie Johnson.
Lonnie Johnson has been in the league for the last like 4 years, and he hasn't been playing. Yeah.
There's a Caillou Blue Kelly argument happening in the chat. I'm dying at that.
Oh yeah,
it's a debate.
What's the debate?
Because he got 3 picks, man. He has 3 picks.
3 picks. He does have 3 picks. Also had a coverage break that damn near gave up a touchdown right before the pick, but
2 of them.
He does have 3 picks. Yeah.
I mean, Darian Porter's like right there. He's like diving, and there's like an awesome, perfect ball right for Keenan Allen right in front of him.
Yeah. And
then like another one, he's like diving, and it's like perfectly placed by Herbert. Herbert doesn't do that with it. It's just wide open. It just has to be perfectly placed.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I think that they just couldn't. They can't tackle, right? They don't have a lot of talent on the defensive line. All they really have is Crosby. Even though Kuntz is loading up on the sacks, he might finish with like 8 or something and earn a new contract. He's stacking them up the last couple of weeks. He's having that second half of the season run. Just it's not helping anybody. But it's
that's the problem. That's what I keep talking about, like them being like a 2-year rebuild, because at the end of the day, like, they need basically an entire new defense, and we're talking about the offensive line at least 2 or 3 spots that they need to address. This is tough. On top of needing a quarterback, like at the end of the day, I'd love to doing the defensive breakdowns, but like the problem is they just don't have the guys.
You don't. You know, and that was my thing with this year's draft, man. I was hoping that they would address that, but they went all offense, right?
Yeah.
But this is a defensive draft too, because on offense, I mean, the running backs are kind of lower, the tackles. I mean, it's a good wide receiver draft, but like, I mean, they already drafted 2 wide receivers. Like, how many more wide receivers are you gonna draft? I mean, it is a good wide receiver draft, though. I've been watching those guys the last couple weeks. It's a pretty damn stacked class, like from slot to outside wide receiver. And that's why it's funny. Like, if they drafted defense and then they waited and drafted those wide receivers this year, it would have probably been better. But now, I mean, it puts them in a bad space because I mean they probably have to get another guard, right? I mean they don't want to play Caleb Rogers, and then
I mean, I guess too it depends on the
coaches too, right?
Coaching staff too. I mean, who are they going to bring back? Are they going to bring back Pete? Are they going to run it back with the 75-year-old?
They can't, right? They can't do after this. They can't, right?
I mean, the fact that we got this morning a Rappaport tweet that he's on the hot seat, and again, we've been talking about it for the last I feel like at least 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, where there's been a lot of leaks, a lot of people seeming to wanting to clean their hands of this mess that's been the 2-10 season so far, and it seems like it's headed to 2-15. So that tells me there's a lot of pressure going on in Henderson, Nevada right now. So I feel like we're probably on the verge of another coaching search.
Yeah. This is with the third one, and it was kind of the second one because they kept Pierce. So to be fair,
but it'd be their sixth? Would it be their sixth head coach if you include Bisaccia, fifth if you just do full time since moving to Vegas in 2020?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, part of the problem.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But what are you gonna do? Rebuild with the 74-year-old head coach, 75-year-old head coach?
Yeah. People. I don't know who's gonna be the next head coach. It's gonna be weird. I don't know what their plan is because I mean, yeah, they moved on from him, because this team isn't that much different than it was last year with Pierce. I mean, Pierce is probably like, every time he's on CBS, they ask him like, "What do you think of the Raiders?" I'm pretty sure he just feels like he's pissed. Like they should have gave me another damn chance. At
the same time, he's probably happy because if he had 2 seasons like that back to back, he might not get another chance of being a head coach. So it might have worked out in his benefit.
So true, man. It's just ugly all around, man. I just don't know what they plan to do these next couple of weeks on offense. I mean, do they really have anything that? I mean, offensive line's never going to be healthy. I mean, do you bring Colt Miller back? I mean, I guess you bring Colt Miller back just for respectable looking football.
Well, are you talking about this season?
Yeah.
Part of me wants to, just because I want Genty to get some reps with as close to a functional offensive line as possible to build into momentum. But then the other part of me is like, Colton Miller's established veteran. He's 30, he's getting up there in age. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
who do the Raiders play next week?
Either way. Oh, the Broncos. So great time to have a beat up offensive line when Zach Allen, Jonathan Franklin Myers, Nick Benito, Jonathan Cooper, and all those dudes are coming into town. So yeah. So They might need Colton Miller to come back just to survive next week. And I mean literally just to make sure that somebody doesn't get killed.
Can you imagine somebody brought the Texas. So I was like, they don't play the Texas next week, do they? Because I don't want to watch that. I don't know if I can watch that.
I think that might be Christmas week. So it's
it's Christmas week.
Yeah, they go Broncos, then Eagles. So okay, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and those dudes that they have on the edge too. Then the Texans, and then the Giants.
Oh yeah,
the worst team the worst team they play has a really good defensive line.
I mean, because you got to think of the Bills have a low key great offensive line, and the Texans made them look like they look.
Texans made them look like the Raiders and the Browns the other day. I mean, that was like, I feel like the Texans probably had 8 sacks.
Yeah,
and like Deion Dawkins is a damn good left tackle, and they made him look like crap. Spencer Brown is a good right tackle too. Like they got a lot of money. The Bills have a lot of money invested in their tackles, and they got their butts whooped by Will Anderson and Hunter.
Asses kicked, man. All right, let's get these questions here. Is Pete's son next? I don't know. I'm hoping a job at Washington opens for Pete, so we can get back over there and be OC over there again. That's what we got to hope for. But I just don't think this team is is back. Yeah. We appreciate you, baby Shug. $300 in super chats. I appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate it, man.
We didn't get to your call last time. We're gonna get to your call next week on Friday Night Live, or maybe on Monday. Jed Fish to Penn State. Is Jed Fish going to Penn State? I mean, I would hire Jed Fish. Shit, Jed Fish has been in the league before. How did Rodgers do? Go ahead. My bad. Man.
You hire Jed Fish as head coach? Is that how low it is?
He's been in the league, but I don't know. He might keep Brennan though. He might keep Brennan. He might make Brennan OC. Oh man. Okay, let's get these questions here. How did Rodgers do? I mean, I don't.
Tough. He gave up a sack at least, but
yeah,
I don't know. Tough to say. Tough to tell from broadcast.
Meredith's hurt. Yeah,
he was out. He got injured at the end of the last game.
What kind of the game did the OC call? Was it run heavy? Did Best play? Yeah. I mean, they tried to run the ball early. I just think that when they got the third down, it was either a sack or a sack.
They couldn't run the ball.
No.
Like at the end of the day, like every time they tried to run it, they had someone in the backfield, pretty much. So they couldn't really do anything. But yeah, that's probably had his most PT of the season, and he got hurt at one point in the game.
Yeah. Well, me and Glenn do the mock drafts. But
yeah,
I just want to say my mock
1 or 2.
What was that?
We'll probably hop on some throughout the year at one point.
Yeah, for sure. Did any of the college QBs change your opinion on them, good or bad? Not really.
Are we talking about this weekend?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to put too much weight into one weekend, but I know a guy like Arch Manning's playing a lot better than he was at the beginning of the season. He's gaining some steam. So, yeah.
Could you imagine they drafted Arch Manning? The hype.
I would hate it. The hype. Arch Manning in Vegas. I don't think he's coming out. I think he's going back to Texas.
You think so? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Too. Especially if the Raiders end up winning, he's definitely not coming out. I'll tell you that.
He's going to pull an Eli. My uncle one time he didn't want to play for a team, and he found his way to another organization.
I mean, I know Dante Moore looked pretty good this week again. I know Mendoza played Purdue, so we're gonna find out about Mendoza next week. Mendoza's game.
Yeah.
We talk about everything that we would talk about Mendoza. We're finding out about his ass next week against Ohio State. That's when we're gonna find out if he's really that guy. To be honest, just the way that they play.
Yeah, how they do their coverages and stuff with Matt Patricia back there for sure. They mix up a lot of stuff. They run a lot of NFL level defenses, NFL style coverages. So yeah, I think that'll be a big one.
Oh yeah, like I said, man, watch out for Cade, man. Cade's coming up, man. He's coming back. He's coming back, man. He's coming back. Who is the captain of this team?
Who's the captain now?
Who is it?
Yeah, Gino.
Gino is? Okay.
Yeah.
Who would want the Raiders head coach job? Some defensive guy, probably.
Yeah, so that's the problem that that the Raiders have put themselves in there. Mark Davis has put them in. It's not an attractive unless they get unless they are picking like top 3 or whatever in the draft where you can conceivably get a quarterback. It's not an attractive destination for that reason. So you got to have everything else working for you in your favor.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd probably like Robert Saleh or something like that. You know what I mean?
I could see that happening.
Which wouldn't be a bad hire because then you could get one of the the Shanahan
tree OCs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many times could Gino get sacked without getting injured? I don't know, man.
He get injured today?
I mean, he's pretty beat up. I'm not gonna lie. No more college OCs. I'm good. I'm good on the White Cross.
I liked how he threw in high school.
High school.
Hit up Bishop Gorman, see what they got going on.
I mean, I don't know. Ken Rogers, that's a great question. I don't know. Did y'all see Lane Kiffin going to LSU?
Yeah. I did.
I mean, he's making that neutral move. That's what he wants to do, I guess.
He wants to win the Natty.
All right,
No,
Lenoris Sellers. Any good? I still like Sellers, so I do like Sellers. I wouldn't bother me if they took Sellers. I think he still has a good.
He's going to be a guy that in the next few months it's going to be interesting to see like what the NFL thinks about him, because I know kind of people in the media are kind of split. Where like Dane Brugler had him as like the 16th overall prospect and like a first round guy. I know a lot of people have already kind of written him off too, so he's kind of polarizing. So I'll be interested to see like, is it going to be like a trait situation where this guy's got a big arm and everything, and that like he was just in a bad situation at South Carolina that the NFL kind of cuts him some slack for, or is he a guy that has indeed slidden and might do better off by transferring or whatever in the
I don't think he's going to transfer because his brother goes to South Carolina. I think that's a big factor. He's not Richardson 2.0 go. Like, stop that. You guys are just being you're being prisoner of the moment. He's not Anthony Richardson. Okay, I just want to say that. Is there any reasonable way to wait for the next? No. I'm not. No, not me. I don't know. You could, maybe somebody else will wait. Yeah, with 2027. No, we can't afford that right now. We need to make that move. This class isn't that bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think if there's like if no one falls to you, then you can like justify it, and I think in that being like a 2-year rebuild. But if someone's there, I think you gotta strike.
Baby Shake, this is a good topic because we can't do that right now. That takes too much time, man. We talked about this game enough, man. That's a deep topic. 22 positions on offense, defense. We just get traded, released. Yeah, that's a deep topic.
That's like an hour long. That's like one of our hour long shows that we do during the summer.
Yeah, man. I mean, because people talk about quarterbacks. I mean, Jackson Dart looks okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Shout out Baby Shook for the topic for Friday Night Live. I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate Baby Shook. Me and Glenn are gonna write that one down because we definitely could do that. We have nothing. I don't really want to talk about this team anyways that much. Do we have to pray that one of these young offensive crews? Maybe. Who's from the Bay? We got to look it up. Who's from the Bay?
Yeah, got some Oakland roots going around there. I don't know.
God, man. All right, guys. All right, so we're out of here, guys. Like, this is just ugly. I don't know what we could really do from here.
5 more. We got
5 more. We got 5 more games. 5 more games. Who's the hardest player to watch? I don't. That's a great question.
There's too many candidates, my guy.
I don't know, man. To me, for me personally, it's Gino. But Gino gets mad at me, and then he's in the chat stuff since his brother or whatever is his family. But yeah, for me it's Gino. But like, man, I can't wait for the season to be over. It's like this like even when like last year, I don't know. I can't wait for the season to be over. Like even last year, I felt like okay, maybe it's all right, man. They go beat the Saints, Jags. Okay, fine. But this year, I just can't wait for this shit to be over. Like I'm tired of this shit. Like this is sick.
Yeah, this year's burned it out of me. I mean, you guys know me. I try and be positive, try and find the silver linings. But like again, when young guys aren't even playing, like it's hard for me to be like,
yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like no young guys are playing.
Sucked out. What's up?
Like no young guys are playing at all.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys that are on 1-year contracts. But Pete's gonna Pete, man.
It gets no worse than this. It really doesn't. All right, guys. We're out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Go ahead. Get you a shirt, guys. Support the channel. Get you a shirt. Get you a tumbler. Get you a tumbler at least. Fitted cap or something. Something, man. Something. I don't know. But yeah, appreciate it. People who got the shirt. Once you get a shirt, take a picture. Show us, guys, if you have got one. But we're out of here. Peace, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.